Imagine this. You enter a dark, ancient tomb, untouched for thousands of years. The air is heavy with history, and as your flashlight flickers over intricate hieroglyphs, you feel an eerie presence. Suddenly, your colleague falls mysteriously ill. Is it just coincidence? Or have you awakened the legendary curse of the Pharaohs? For decades, explorers, archaeologists, and even tourists have been haunted by tales of an ancient Egyptian curse. But is there any truth to it? In this video, we're diving deep into the myths, the science, and the latest research to find out if the curse of the Pharaohs is real or just a sensational story. The origin of the curse, the legend of the Pharaoh's curse, dates back centuries, but gained worldwide fame in 1922 when Howard Carter and his team discovered the tomb of King Tutankhamun. Just months later, Carter's financier, Lord Carnarvon, died suddenly from a mysterious infection. Newspapers ran wild with the idea that an ancient spell had been cast upon those who dared to disturb the boy king's resting place. But was this really the work of a curse, or was something else at play? Let's explore three of the most recent scientific studies that might finally put the mystery to rest. 1. Fungal spores and bacteria in ancient tombs, a 2021 study published in the Journal of Medical Mycology analyzed samples from ancient Egyptian tombs and found high concentrations of Aspergillus flavus and Aspergillus niger, fungi that thrive in sealed environments. These spores can be deadly when inhaled, leading to severe respiratory infections, particularly in individuals with weakened immune systems. Could it be that those who entered tombs simply fell victim to an invisible, biological hazard rather than a supernatural force? Lord Carnarvon, for instance, had a chronic illness and a weakened immune system. His death may have been caused by an infection triggered by exposure to toxic mold. 2. The psychological power of the curse, a 2022 psychological study from the University of Oxford found that belief in curses can trigger the nocebo effect, the opposite of the placebo effect. When individuals believe they are cursed, their bodies can exhibit real physical symptoms, including stress-induced illnesses, high blood pressure, and even organ failure. In other words, the so-called victims of the Pharaoh's curse may have quite literally worried themselves to death. Their deep belief in the supernatural could have made them more susceptible to sickness and accidents. This suggests that the mind's power over the body might be stronger than any ancient spell. 3. The role of ancient poisons in a 2023 study published in Nature Scientific Reports. Researchers discovered traces of toxic compounds in ancient tombs, including lead-based toxins and arsenic. It turns out that Egyptian priests and architects may have coated tomb entrances and artifacts with poison as a deterrent to grave robbers. If an unsuspecting explorer touched a cursed artifact or even inhaled the dust inside a tomb, they could suffer fatal poisoning. This scientific discovery adds a whole new dimension to the mystery. While there may not have been a supernatural force at work, the Pharaohs certainly took steps to ensure their tombs remained untouched. Does the curse still exist? The legend of the Pharaoh's curse continues to haunt us today. In 2020, Egypt transported 22 royal mummies in a grand parade through Cairo. Shortly after, a series of unfortunate events occurred in Egypt, including a major train crash and the collapse of a historic building. Social media erupted with claims that the curse had been reawakened. Coincidence or curse? The debate rages on. Here's something that many people don't know. The ancient Egyptians performed a ritual called the opening of the mouth during burials, believing it allowed the deceased to regain their senses in the afterlife. Some researchers speculate that this ceremony might have contributed to the legend of the curse, as it symbolically gave the dead the power to communicate or even seek revenge from beyond the grave. So, is the curse of the Pharaohs real? Science suggests that the so-called curse is a combination of environmental hazards, psychological effects, and ancient security measures, rather than an actual supernatural force. But the power of belief is undeniable, And as long as people continue to fear the unknown, the legend of the Pharaoh's curse will live on. What do you think? Do you believe in the curse, or is it all just a myth? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more intriguing mysteries from history.